Okay, guys, good morning. Please make a sign that you're listening to me, that you can hear me well, please. Okay, good morning. For those of you who don't recognize me, by the voice, obviously, is Teacher Nestor talking to you. I'm going to be your host today. Well, welcome to the English class. Today is going to be Teacher Jose Gregorio, and the topic of the class is future possibility. Okay? As always, please, if you have questions, keep the questions to the end, unless it is very important to please raise your hand so I can activate your microphone. Well, now I leave you with teacher Jose Gregorio. You can start, teacher.
Hi students, how are you? Good morning. Uh, Welcome to today's class. Today we're going to talk about future possible. So let's move on to the next slide. Okay, the first thing I am going to talk about is the use of will before getting you involved in the class. So let's check. Use of will. Will is used to talk about what is going to happen in the future, especially things you are certain about or things that are planned already. If you want to write positive sentences using the auxiliary will, you have to use the following structure. The first thing you're going to write when you're going to write sentences is the subject, which is in green. Then you're going to write the auxiliary, that is will, which is in blue. After that, you're going to write the verb, which is in red, in simple form. And at the very end, you're going to write the complement. Let's check some examples I have over here. The first example says, the Olympic Games will be in London. The Olympic Games is going to be the subject, which is in green. Then you have the auxiliary will, which is in blue. Then you have the verb in simple form, that is be, which is in red. And at the very end, you have the complement, which is in black, that is in London. In the example number 2, I will need my lunch at about 12 o'clock. I is going to be my subject, which is in green. Then you have will, which is in blue, the auxiliary. Then you have the verb in simple form, which is in red, which is need. And the complement, that is my lunch at about 12 o'clock. So then let's talk about the negative sentences. Negative sentences using will. The negative form of will. The negative form of will is will not. However, will not is contracted as follows: won't. If you want to write negative sentences, respect the following structure. First, you're going to write the subject, which is in green. Then you're going to write the auxiliary will, and then you're going to write not. Will is in blue, and the negative form that is not is in purple. Then you have the contraction that is won't. Won't is the same as you said, like will not. Then you have the verb is simple form, which is in red, and at the very end you have the complement. Let's check the example. In the example number 1, I have the Olympic Games will not be in London. It's the same thing as if you said, like the Olympic Games won't be in London. It's the same. Okay, remember that will not is won't. And in the second example, I will not need my lunch at 12 o'clock. I will not need my lunch at 12 o'clock. It's like if you said, I won't need my lunch at 12 o'clock. Let's move on to the next slide that I have over here. Now, I am going to get you involved into what the future possibility is. When forming the future possibility, we're going to employ the auxiliary will plus a probability adverb. Therefore, you can combine both will and won't with some adverbs to express the likelihood of a future event happening. Let's check some examples I have in here. Example number 1. I will possibly cook something for dinner. And the example number 2, I will certainly go to the party. However, over here I have an observation that says that in negative sentences, will not or won't goes right after the probability adverb. All right? Okay, let's continue. Using adverbs of probability. In here, I have a chart where I am going to show you some adverbs of probability. Okay, these are the most common. And the first one I have over here is maybe. Maybe is used to show something is possible or that something might be true. The second one I have over here is perhaps. Perhaps is used to show that something is possible or that you are not certain about an event. Then you have possibly. Possibly is used to show that something is not certain. Then you have probably. Probably is used to mean that something is very likely. Then you have obviously. Obviously is used to mean that somehow an event or something is easy to comprehend or see. Then you have clearly. Clearly shows a way that is effortless to see, hear, read, or understand. Then you have definitely. Definitely is used to demonstrate that something occurs without any doubt. And at the very end, I have certainly, which is used to reply completely or to emphasize something that shows that there is no doubt about it. Likelihood of each adverb when used. In this chart, I have the adverbs organized so you can see or you can behold the likelihood in which every adverb I have in here gives off when you're talking. So the first one that I have over here, or the first 3 that I have over here are maybe, perhaps, and possibly. Maybe, perhaps, and possibly, you're going to use them when you're not like that sure. Then you're going to write probably. They're going to use probably. Probably is used when you're not very sure. Checking here is in orange. And then the final ones I have over here is obviously, clearly, definitely, and certainly. You're going to employ them when you're very sure of the things you're talking about. Let's move on to some examples I have over here. More examples using the future possibility pattern. The first example, number 1, maybe it will stop raining very soon. Number 2, perhaps the sun will come out. Maybe and perhaps are going to be placed at the very beginning of the sentences, always. Do not ever forget it. Number 3. My cat will possibly hunt the mouse tonight. In this case, we're going to employ possibly right after will. Number 4. I will probably stay. Number 5. Tom will obviously be rich someday. Number 6. Rose clearly won't arrive on time. Number 7. The boys will definitely attend school. Number 8, Paul certainly won't eat vegetables tonight. In this case, won't is going to be placed right after the adverb of possibility that is certain. Now, let's talk a bit about the use of the modals may, might, and could, because all of them are employed to talk about future possibilities. In English, may, might, could are modal verbs employed to express that something is likely to occur or likely to be true. However, use the following structures to write sentences. In the positive sentences, you're going to employ this structure I have over here. The first one is the subject, which is going to be in green. Then they're going to write may, might, could, which is in blue. Then you're going to write the verb in simple form, which is in red, and at the very end, you're going to write the complement, which is in black. However, negative sentences are written in the following way. First, you're going to write the subject, which is in green. Then you're going to write may or might, which is in blue. Then you're going to write not, which is in purple. After that, you're going to write the verb in simple form, which is in red, and at the very end, you're going to write the complement, which is in black. Professor, why you didn't write could in this part? Because could is not used in the future possibility. That's why I didn't write it. So let's continue. Positive examples. Number 1, I may make a birthday cake for my mom's party. Example number 2, George could be late for his French class. Now, over here I have some negative examples. Number 1, he might not lend us the money. And example number 2, she may not take the children with her to Florida. Remember that could is not gonna be used in the negative form when using the future possible. This is a reminder for you guys. Now let's check using may, might, and could in future possibility. The modals may, might, could convey the idea of a future possibility. That being said, may expresses a stronger degree of certainty that an event will occur, which means that both might and could do not possess this strong degree of certainty when used. Moreover, do not use could in negative statements. This is what I've just said a moment ago when talking about future possibility. Rather than use it could not, you better use may not or might not when not certain. Let's check some examples I have over here. Positive statements, of course, using may, might, and could. Number 1, they may come by car. Number 2, Julia might be at home today. Number 3, if we don't hurry, we could be late. Number 4, watch out. That dog might be dangerous. The negative statements I have over here, the plane may not land in Florida due to gusty weather. Number 2, we might not go swimming. Number 3, it might not snow tonight after all. And number 4, those girls might not play soccer very well. Let's move along to this final slide I have over here. In this part of the class, I'm gonna make you guys participate by doing some exercises for me, okay? And the exercises I have over here says, take each answer from the box below and place them correctly in the given gaps. So all of the sentences related to the future possibility draw a logical sense from every given response. ¿Qué quiero que hagan aquí? Necesito que participen todos mis estudiantes que están conectados para que me ayuden a realizar estos ejercicios que yo tengo acá. ¿Ok? Vamos a mostrarle primero la cajita en donde tengo ciertas respuestas que ustedes van a organizar según sea su percepción con respecto a los espacios que yo tengo acá en mi oración. So the first sentence says, cell phones. You got a gap there, and then you have smaller. Who wants to do this exercise? Raise your hand, please.
Okay, guys, remember that you can activate your microphones by yourself. The only thing is that please notify that you're going to participate so the different voices do not cross all out, okay? So please notify it.
Who wants to participate?
Okay, teacher Jose Gregorio. We have Sofia Vera, Valentina Roman, Camila Gomez, Bárbara Trocel, Victoria Iribarren, Carla Lamas, Ernesto Pérez, Paola Ramírez, Andrea Sequera, Daisy Sierra, Juan Mauricio Vázquez, and Jose Luis Suárez. Gael is raising the hand. Okay, Gael.
Gael, which is the correct answer for the first exercise I have in here?
Cell phones will probably become smaller.
Cell phones will probably become smaller. Okay. Thank you, Gael, for participating in the class. Who else has got another different answer? Okay, let's check the answer. Cell phones are becoming bigger and bigger nowadays. So cell phones clearly won't become smaller. Exercise number 2. There, you get a gap there. Robots in every house. Who's got this answer? Put your hands up.
Okay, guys. Is there anyone who wants to give an answer for this exercise, please?
Okay, Camila Gomez, teacher.
Okay, Camila Gomez, teacher.
Camila, hello. What is the correct answer for this?
Hi, dear.
Hello.
There will definitely be robots in every house.
Camila, could you please say the answer again because I couldn't hear anything.
There will definitely be robots in every house.
We'll check the answer. This one. Thank you, Camila. Very good. Exercise number 3. Who wants to help me do this exercise?
Okay, guys, somebody please, for the exercise, please, vacations in space. Ernesto Pérez, teacher.
Ernesto. Hi, Ernesto.
Hi, teacher.
How are you?
I think it's fine.
Okay, what is
People
the answer?
people will certainly take vacation in space. No?
People will certainly take vacations in space. Let's check the answer. Very good, Ernesto. Thank you. Exercise number 4. China's economy, you got a space there, a gap, much bigger. Who wanna help me do this exercise?
Okay, I have Ernesto again raising the hand, but I would like to hear somebody different, please. One of the other participants in the class, I don't know, Valentina, Barbara, Carla, Jose Luis, Andrea. So we give the opportunity to other students to participate.
Sophia, teacher.
Sophia, teacher.
Hi, Sophia.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm fine, you?
The answer is China's economy will probably become much bigger.
Okay, let's check the answer. You were right. Thank you, Sophia.
It's nothing, teacher.
Okay, and the final exercise says cars and other vehicles, you got a gap there, energy from the sun instead of gasoline. Who wants to do this exercise?
Okay.
Okay, well, Ernesto, one more time, please.
Hi again, Ernesto.
I again. Cars and other vehicles will surely run on energy from the sun instead of gasoline.
Okay, let's check the answer. You were right, Ernesto. Thank you so much. Cars and other vehicles will surely run on energy from the sun instead of gasoline. Ok, chicos, la clase vamos a dejarla hasta aquí. Antes de culminar la sesión, quiero comunicarles que ya les hice sus respectivas correcciones de sus writing, listening versus writing evaluations. Ya les envié también su personal feedback a los comentarios en privado en el aula virtual, y del mismo modo también publiqué las notas en Academia. Si tienen alguna duda, recuerden que pueden dejarlas en los comentarios y yo estaré respondiéndoles oportunamente. Bien, chicos, sin más nada que agregar, espero, I hope that you like today's class. Pueden ir abandonando la clase cuando lo necesiten.
Okay, guys. Thanks for your participation. We wait for you in the next class. That will be the math class. See you.
Bye-bye.